pleasure to welcome you to Government House for today's Order of Nova Scotia Investiture ceremony. My name is Christopher McCreary, and I'm the Secretary of the Order of Nova Scotia and also the Private Secretary to the Lieutenant Governor, and I'll serve as your Master of Ceremonies. Bonjour, mesdames, messieurs et amis, bienvenue à la résidence du gouverneur. Je m'appelle Christopher McCreary et je suis le secrétaire privé du Lieutenant-Gouverneur. Je serai votre maître de cérémonie pour la cérémonie d'investiture de l'Ordre de Nouvelle-Écosse d'aujourd'hui. In a few minutes, the Lieutenant Governor and Miss Savage will enter the ballroom, at which time I'll ask you to kindly rise. Following the Lieutenant Governor's arrival, the Vice-Regal Salute will be played. This is an unsung tribute to the Crown. You will then be asked to sing our national anthem, O Canada, the words for which you can find in the investiture booklet. This will be followed by a smudging ceremony, which will be conducted by Elder Marlene Companion. We request that you remain in your seat throughout the investiture, unless you're an investee, and refrain from taking photographs. The official photographer will be capturing images of each recipient. Today's proceedings are also being filmed and will be posted on the Lieutenant Governor's social media platforms in the coming day. We ask at this time that you kindly put your mobile devices onto silent mode for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. Following the investiture, we will arrange for a group photograph at the front of the ballroom, and we'd ask that you remain in the ballroom while we set that up. After the photo has been taken, their honors invite you to join them in the drawing room in the front foyer for a reception in honor of the newest members of the Order. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, please welcome the newest members of the Order of Nova Scotia. Mesdames, Messieurs et Amis, je vous invite à vous joindre à moi pour le souhaiter la bienvenue à nos nouveaux membres de l'Ordre de Nouvelle-Écosse. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, please rise for the entrance of their honors, the Honourable Mike Savage, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, and Miss Darlene Savage. Please join the singing of our national anthem, O Canada. Please be seated. Through the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1725 and subsequent treaties, the connection between the Mi'kmaq people and the Crown was formalized, and it remains a foundational aspect of modern Canada. In the spirit of meaningful reconciliation, we are proud to acknowledge your presence on the traditional territory of the Mi'kmaq people in what is today Nova Scotia. This kinship and connection endures through the special relationship that exists between the King of Canada and the Mi'kmaq people. These treaties remain foundational to the relationship that exists between the Mi'kmaq and all Canadians and are best exemplified by the phrase, "We are all treaty people." I would now like to invite Elder Marlene Companion to come forward to perform a smudge ceremony. Elder Companion. Thank you, Elder Companion. To be invested as a member of the Order of Nova Scotia, the Honourable Darrell Dexter, Liverpool. Darrell Dexter has devoted his life to public service, transforming Nova Scotia through visionary leadership and enduring contributions. As the province's first New Democratic Premier, he guided Nova Scotia through a global financial crisis with stability and foresight, balancing budgets, reducing small business taxes, raising the minimum wage, and launching the landmark Ships Start Here campaign, which created thousands of jobs and has helped to revitalize Nova Scotia's industrial base. He championed equity and inclusion, introducing collaborative emergency centers, expanding youth dental care and mental health access, and recommending the granting of the posthumous pardon to Viola Desmond. Dexter's dedication to public service began long before elected office. Newly admitted to the bar, he combined his legal expertise with a deep sense of civic responsibility, offering pro bono services that enabled community-led change. He supported organizations such as the Highfield Park Housing Cooperative, Harbour City Credit Union, and the Victorian Order of Nurses, reflecting his belief that the law should serve the public good. His legal training informed his approach to governance, calm, strategic, and principled, earning respect across political lines. Dexter's impact began in municipal politics, where he revitalized downtown Dartmouth, spearheading a 25-year waterfront development plan and helping to establish the Alderney Landing as a cultural hub. His early service included work with housing cooperatives, credit unions, and health organizations, reflecting his lifelong commitment to community. In his post-political career, he continues to mentor leaders, advance democratic integrity abroad, and to contribute to national discussions on climate and healthcare. Respected for his authentic, resilient leadership and unwavering integrity, Mr. Dexter fostered partnerships with Indigenous communities, championing reconciliation, inclusive economic development. His efforts strengthened Nova Scotia's social, cultural, and economic foundations, leaving a legacy of empathy and collaboration. Your Honor, the Honourable Darrell Dexter. Jack Flemming, Halifax. For more than 4 decades, Jack Flemming has demonstrated exceptional leadership, civic responsibility, and philanthropic commitment, profoundly shaping the social and economic fabric of Nova Scotia. As the founder of Ocean Contractors Limited, Mr. Flemming established a cornerstone enterprise that generated significant employment opportunities and contributed to the province's infrastructure development. His professional achievements, however, are surpassed by his enduring dedication to community advancement. Mr. Flemming's contributions have been transformative. As chair of the Capital Campaign for Hospice Halifax, he led the successful effort to establish Atlantic Canada's first dedicated hospice facility, ensuring compassionate care for individuals and families at life's most critical juncture. His long-standing involvement with Bonnie Lee Farm, spanning more than 3 decades, has empowered persons with intellectual disabilities to live with dignity, purpose, and inclusion. Through the Flemming Charitable Foundation, he and his family have provided sustained support to numerous organizations, including Hope Cottage, Feed Nova Scotia, Phoenix Youth Programs, and the IWK Health Centre, reflecting a deep and abiding commitment to the most vulnerable members of our society. In addition to his philanthropic endeavors, Mr. Flemming has rendered distinguished service on numerous boards and professional associations, including Mount St. Vincent University, the Maritime Heart Centre, and the Association of Professional Engineers of Nova Scotia. His contributions to healthcare, education, and social services have left an indelible mark on the province. Jack Flemming exemplifies the values of integrity, compassion, and service that define Nova Scotia. His tireless efforts have not only built roads and infrastructure, but he's strengthened communities and enriched lives. Your Honour, Jack Flemming. We have to get one more picture of you with his honor. I'll take the reserve sign, yeah. There. Rankin MacSween, Ironville. Rankin MacSween has dedicated more than 4 decades to redefining community economic development through visionary leadership. From 1995 until his retirement in 2021, he served as president and CEO of New Dawn Enterprises, the oldest community development corporation in Canada, transforming a small volunteer initiative into a nationally recognized model of social enterprise. Under his guidance, New Dawn pioneered approaches that combine business acumen with social purpose, reinvesting revenues to fuel new ventures and to strengthen community resilience. Mr. MacSween's involvement and innovative spirit is evident in projects such as the Elutuck Arts Centre, which converted a historic convent into a world-class creative hub. His initiative exemplifies his ability to recognize emerging needs and translate ambitious ideas into reality, fostering cultural vitality and economic opportunity. His leadership encouraged risk-taking and adaptability, enabling New Dawn to expand into healthcare, housing, immigration, food security, and the arts. Beyond organizational achievements, MacSween has influenced policy and practice at provincial and national levels. A founding director of the Canadian Community Economic Development Network, he championed new models for rebuilding communities in decline and demonstrated that innovation and collaboration can transform regions facing economic hardship. Rankin MacSween's legacy is one of relentless innovation grounded in a belief that communities can chart their own future. His transformative approach to social enterprise and his courage to challenge the status quo continue to inspire leaders and organizations across Canada. Your Honour, Rankin MacSween. Joel Plaskett, Dartmouth. Joel Plaskett is one of Nova Scotia's most influential cultural ambassadors. His 3-decade career has shaped Canada's musical landscape while remaining deeply rooted in his home province. A celebrated artist, songwriter, producer, and mentor, Plaskett has released 23 albums and earned numerous accolades, including a Juno Award, 7 Juno nominations, and over 50 East Coast Music and Music Nova Scotia awards. His work captures the essence of Nova Scotia with songs such as Down at the Khyber and Nowhere With You, becoming anthems of regional identity and pride. Beyond his artistic achievements, Plaskett has demonstrated a commitment to community and cultural development. He founded and owns Fang Recordings in Dartmouth, a nationally recognized studio that has recorded over 160 acts, providing infrastructure for artists to create and thrive locally. His mentorship of emerging artists and initiatives such as Window In Wednesdays fosters connectivity, artistic collaboration, and community connection. Plaskett's philanthropic contributions are equally significant. Through numerous benefit performances and advocacy, he has helped raise millions for charities, including the Canadian Mental Health Initiatives, Music Counts, and the restoration of heritage venues. His dedication to community engagement underscores his belief in the transformative power of the arts. By choosing to build his career from Nova Scotia rather than a larger industry hub, Plaskett has strengthened the province's cultural economy and inspired generations of artists. His humility, generosity, and artistic excellence exemplify the highest standards of creative leadership. Joel Plaskett is not only an internationally respected musician, but a tireless advocate for the arts and a proud champion of Nova Scotia's creative spirit. Your Honor, Joel Plaskett. Carolyn G.R. Thomas, East Preston. Carolyn Thomas has dedicated her life to advancing human rights and community empowerment. A distinguished leader, educator, and advocate, she's worked tirelessly to create a more inclusive and equitable society. Her contributions span decades of service in education, government, and community development, leaving an enduring mark on Nova Scotia. Beginning her career as an educator, Thomas later served as coordinator of the Race Relations and Affirmative Action with Nova Scotia's Human Rights Commission, where she championed systemic change and equality. She was instrumental in shaping policies on race relations and employment equity, and her leadership extended nationally through roles with the Canadian Race Relations Foundation and the Canadian Centre for Police Race Relations. Internationally, she represented Canada as part of the delegation observing the dismantling of apartheid in South Africa. A trailblazer within the African United Baptist Association, Thomas broke barriers as one of its few female moderators and inspired generations through her faith-based leadership. Her advocacy for education reform through the Black Learners Advisory Committee transformed opportunities for African Nova Scotian youth. She also co-founded initiatives such as the Mary Preston Historical Society and the Preston Area Board of Trade, promoting cultural heritage and economic development. Thomas's work has touched countless lives, empowering women, mentoring youth, and fostering dialogue on equality and inclusion. She has organized and presented workshops, conferences, and community development plans, and has been deeply involved in historical research on people of African descent. Her efforts have broadened opportunities for Black women in employment, business, and leadership, while strengthening overall community resilience. Your Honor, Carolyn G.R. Thomas. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, please join their honors in congratulating this year's Order of Nova Scotia appointees. Now, my pleasure to invite His Honour, the Lieutenant Governor, Chancellor of the Order of Nova Scotia, to offer remarks. Your Honour, sir.
Well, what a wonderful day. Thank you all for joining us here at Government House. Former Lieutenant Governors, we have a number of them. We have the Freemans, Myra and Larry Freeman. We have the LeBlancs, Arthur and Patsy. We have Mayanne, Francis. It's a pleasure to see all of you here. If you want a tour of the house, we'll show it to you later on. Ministers, I see Minister Gross, I see Minister Ritchie, Martin, I see the Leader of the Opposition, Claudia Chender. I see a number of MLAs. I want to welcome all elected officials here. Distinguished guests, honorees, their families, dedicated HAB fans everywhere. As the King's representative in our province and as Chancellor of the Order of Nova Scotia, it is indeed a pleasure to welcome you. Oh, and the Speaker of the House. Sorry, Danielle, I missed you there, Speaker of the House. It is a pleasure to welcome you to Government House for today's investiture. À titre de représentant de roi dans notre province et à titre de chancelier de l'Ordre de la Nouvelle-Écosse, c'est avec plaisir que je vous souhaite la bienvenue à la résidence du gouverneur pour cette cérémonie d'investiture. This year marks the Silver Jubilee of the Order of Nova Scotia. Your Honor, you were there for the first one. Yes, indeed. And my family has warm memories of that first one, not just because Her Honor was there, but my father was one of the first recipients invested. I know how much that meant to him, and I know how much it meant to his entire family. Since 2001, Nova Scotians have been recognized for a broad array of contributions. Like today's investees, they have each played a part in adding to the social fabric and the well-being of our province, and in a broader sense, our country. You join a very select group of just over 130 Nova Scotians who have been accorded this honor. So today we gather to recognize the exemplary leadership of 5 extraordinary Nova Scotians. In recognizing their contributions, we should celebrate their passion, commitment, empathy, and drive. The Honourable Darrell Dexter, Mr. Jack Flemming, Mr. Rankin MacSween, Joel Plaskett, and Carolyn Thomas. Each of us can learn from the lives that you have lived and the contributions that you have made and continue to make. None of you are the type of people who rest on proverbial laurels. Rather, you are perpetual change makers and you are seekers of good. The 2025 appointees have added to our understanding and support of culture, heritage, the arts, regional development, entrepreneurship, philanthropy, and public service. They have collectively made an outstanding contribution that is difficult to summarize. You have lived unique lives and contributed in different ways. But there is a constant in the work that you have all done, in that you have each seen a better province and worked to make it so. As the highest honor that our province can bestow, the Order exemplifies what it means to be an outstanding contributor to the life and the well-being of Nova Scotia. L'Ordre de la Nouvelle-Écosse, plus haute distinction accordée par la province, symbolise les contributions remarquables à la vie et à l'essence de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Honors are a tangible way in which the Crown, on behalf of Canadians, recognize those who strive to make our communities better, to make our province better, and for our country to be a better place to be. The fact that our honors system is grassroots-driven makes it accessible and a tool for recognizing people whom the broader polity think worthy of recognition. It is a publicly driven process that relies upon citizen engagement. This all draws from the model first established by the Order of Canada in 1967. Au nom de Sa Majesté le Roi et de tous les gens de la Nouvelle-Écosse, je vous offre mes sincères remerciements pour tout ce que vous avez accompli et pour tout ce que vous avez partagé avec vos concitoyens. Nous pouvons tous être inspirés par votre succès et en tirer de la fierté. Vous incarnez vraiment esprit, de l'ordre en cherchant à vous dépasser et à accéder à des réalisations exceptionnelles. On behalf of His Majesty the King and all Nova Scotians, please accept my heartfelt thanks and Darlene's for all that you have accomplished and all that you have shared with your fellow citizens. Your success is something from which we can all draw inspiration and pride. You truly embody the spirit of the Order by seeking outstanding achievement. And I want to say one thing that former Lieutenant Governors, I'm sure, would agree with. We don't pick the members of the Order, though people think we do sometimes, and say, you know, I want to nominate this person. The process is open. We don't make that selection. But I can't think of a change that I would make if we could make this choice in this year's recipients. It is wonderful to have you here. And for me, it's a privilege to bestow this honor upon you today. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Wallaliak.
Merci, Votre Honneur. I ask you to please rise for the singing of the Royal Anthem and remain standing for the departure of their honors.
Before I go, I look over and see the Grand Chief. I thank you very much for being here today, and Marlene for your opening as well. It's a pleasure to have you with us as well. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. I'll ask for your patience for a few moments as we set up for the official photograph. Thank you. Merci.